In this video, we'll be taking a look at checking in clients as they arrive for their appointments. I happen to be logged into TherapyZen right now as a non-clinician. You can see I'm using Suzanne's account. A non-clinician is somebody who does not have access to personal health information of clients. So some examples of non-clinicians might be billers, schedulers, or general administrative people who will handle a lot of the daily interactions and activities within TherapyZen. So in this example, we're going to pretend that Susan is a scheduler or maybe even somebody who sits at the front desk and greets clients as they come in for their appointments. As you can see, we're currently looking at our daily appointments for today, and we've already had one client come in this morning and attend their appointment. So you can see that the status was set as kept, and we'll go ahead and just go through this list and set some other statuses and understand what they are. So first off, just to show you how I set that status of kept, let's imagine Timmy has just arrived and he's here to see staff member Deborah, and his appointment starts at 9 a.m. So he's just arrived. I'll just come over here to the check-in button. This brings up the appointment status form, and I can select from one of 4 different statuses: kept, no-show, canceled, and late cancel. So since Timmy has just arrived, we're going to go ahead and select kept and save that status. Okay, so the status has been saved. You can see the kept flag has been applied to that appointment. Now let's say it's been an hour or so and Jose, who is supposed to be here at 9:30, has not arrived and we haven't heard from him. So we're going to go ahead and classify him as a no-show. So I'll go ahead and click check-in, hit the drop down to show the different statuses, and we'll select no-show and save that status. Okay, so let's move on to the next appointment here. We've got Jimmy Feldman. He's here to see Millie at 10 a.m. And let's pretend that we got a phone call from Jimmy about 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, he's going to have to cancel. He won't be able to make it. So we're going to go over here to the check-in and we'll assign a status of late cancel. I'm going to go ahead and save that and apply that to Jimmy's appointment. Okay, so we've got a few more appointments left, but we've only got one other status to use, so let's go ahead and use that. So we've got Kit Keller coming in at 10:30 to see Bob Whitewood for a session this morning, and I just received note from another employee that Kit actually contacted us 2 days ago to say that she would not be able to attend. So in that case, I'm going to come over here to the check-in, and for her status, I'm just going to select canceled, and I'll go ahead and click save. Okay, so you can see the status is starting to build here in this column of the appointment grid. Now, what's very important to know about these different statuses is how they affect billing within TherapyZen. When you take an appointment and set the status as kept, TherapyZen assumes that that service has been provided. Therefore, you have the ability to go create an invoice based on services that have been rendered for this particular client. And the same goes for a no-show. TherapyZen will still create a service that has been rendered in the amount that was supposed to be charged for this particular service. Because the person didn't show up, you'll still be able to invoice for this particular service. And the same goes for a late cancel. A late cancel will still produce a service that has been rendered that can be invoiced. Of the 4 statuses, the one that's different is canceled. Canceled will not create a billable service that is ready to be invoiced. In fact, it'll create nothing at all. To TherapyZen, canceled simply means that the client did call within the grace period to cancel an appointment and not be charged. Obviously, every practice may have a different grace period in terms of how many days or a certain amount of hours before the appointment that they can actually cancel. But in any case, as long as this status is given to an appointment, nothing will be billed. So that's a real brief walkthrough on how you'll check in your clients as they arrive or don't arrive for their appointments, and the effect that that has on what you can bill for and what you can invoice for.